What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, you remember a couple of videos back I said that we were going to get into welding, especially TIG welding, right? I told you guys that we were still missing a few things. Well, those things come in today from Lincoln Electric. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got and we'll talk about it. First off is the foot pedal. So we have the foot pedal for the TIG torch. All of this stuff come from Lincoln Electric. They hooked us up. Either way, doesn't matter, you know, I'm gonna give you a fair, honest review on it. So this is a number 9 TIG torch, and in here, you got your tungsten rods. You've got all your other little pieces that go with it. And as far as the cup, it's a number 6 cup. So that's the TIG torch side. And over here, we have our cart. I'm gonna go ahead and unbox this thing, get it all set up, and I'll get back to you guys once I get all that done, and let's see if maybe we can fire it up tonight. More than likely I won't attempt to weld anything tonight, but I would like to at least get everything set up for sure. So I'm pretty excited about this, guys. I've always wanted to do this, so yeah. Tonight what we're going to be doing is attempting our very first TIG weld. And I'm going to prove to you guys that this is the very first. That is a freshly filed down tungsten tip. This thing has never been used, never been turned on or anything. Trust me, you're going to know as soon as I start welding. But I've done my research as much as I can on YouTube to try to kind of get myself, you know, acclimated to this. It's probably not going to turn out good, but I'm definitely going to give it my all. So I think I've done enough research to kind of understand. Either way, Andrew's going to hold the camera. I'm going to give this thing a go. We've got everything hooked up, guys. It's super simple. The only thing I want to tell you when setting up your TIG torch is obviously you have to pull your wire out of the spool. So just go ahead and do that. You can leave your wire over here and tape it up like I did. We're going to go somewhere. Wire speed is irrelevant, so you can just turn that down. And now the only thing I don't know is on this, figuring that this is a 140 amp device, somewhere right over here in this area. Switch this thing on. Turn it up for me a little bit. A little bit more. All right. Shit, Andrew, that ain't bad. Right there in the middle, and I know that that's not beautiful. One of the things I was noticing was keeping the arc lit. So I was having to run it really close. So what I think I'm going to do is pull the tip, the tungsten out just a touch more, because that is such a tight groove in there. But what I'm going to do now is probably just kind of play around on, I don't know, maybe on one of the flat pieces right here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and practice just a little bit more right here. See what happens. Sharpen this tip up a little bit more. I think if we were plugged into the garage, I don't think we'd have any issues with it. Because it's like it wants to go, but it just can't. Yeah. So
I think pull enough current or something.
And he warned me of that. He was like, look man, you have got to have enough power to supply this damn thing. You know what, my first outing, my first little venture, made a couple little test welds just playing around, and overall I'm pretty impressed. What we're running into here though, I was warned about this, you know, speaking with Lincoln, they were like, look, you know, you really need to have this thing plugged up to a wall socket. You know, we're running off an extension cord all the way to the house, which is running off a surge protector. That's not gonna get it. So it actually tripped the surge protector one time. So that tells me right there, we do not have enough current going to this thing. TIG is really cool. Like, that's something that I've always wanted to do. And I'm not telling you guys that I'm gonna master it or anything like that, but I'm gonna get proficient at it. How about that? I'm interested in it, you know, and I'm like passionate about it. So I'm gonna learn this one way or the other. Will I ever be great at it? Probably not, but maybe enough to just create some decent welds and stuff like that. We are going to be welding this transmission up, so I did a live stream and we talked about it, but this is going to be Andrew's new setup. So this will be, or at least for now anyway. So this is the T5 that came out of the Calypso. Really, to be honest with you, nothing wrong with it. The transmission shifted good and it will get Andrew's car running. So if you don't know, Andrew's white car, the Arctic Fox, the AOD went out on him. So he's in need of something else and he wanted to do a T5. We've got every single thing that he's gonna need minus a bell housing. This transmission may not be the best, but what we can do is get it in the car, get it running. The transmission itself, that's a 30, 45 minute job pulling that out. So he can always find him another one later to put back in it. And you know, at that point, he'll have all the accessories and everything else done. So that'll be a win-win. Anyway, like I said, just think of this as more of like a mock-up style transmission. If it stays in there, it stays in there, you know, whatever. I don't know, it may be perfect once we get it in this car. So here's the setup. I didn't really get a chance to show you guys the cart. I had to basically take the front plate off and slide this thing as far forward as possible. But it works for sure. Guys, I really like this little welder. It's compact, it's got a lot of power. I think it's absolutely something that we needed for this shop. We needed this welder really bad. And once we get our lift, we're really gonna start doing some things. So let me go ahead and answer the question about torque box reinforcements. Are we gonna be doing that to the green car? Yes, absolutely we are. Here real soon, we're gonna go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna order the torque box reinforcements this week. I don't know yet, we'll see. And here pretty soon, we're gonna reinforce this car. It's funny because Foxcast made a comment about this is how it all starts, you know, street car and the race car type stuff. And he's right, it absolutely does. And I think we're gonna do a video on that to help you guys to kind of steer you in the right direction and kind of head you off at the pass, if you will, so that you don't make the wrong decision and go too far too quick. Also, shout out to Justin91LX. Guys, it looks like he's back. Buddy, I hope you stay. Glad to see you back. Also, Blue Oval Media, man, thank you so much. I jumped on one of his live streams and he's just super cool guy, man. Thanks for the kind words, I appreciate it. But as far as like the TIG setup goes on this, guys, I really like it. It's not as easy as I thought, of course, right? I thought I kind of had this figured out. But I will say this, I think it is going to be easier once we get the correct power input to this, because it just felt like it wasn't wanting to burn in right, and I know it's not the machine. TIG is a little harder than I thought, but guys, I like it. I like TIG a lot. So that's definitely something that we're gonna play around with, but to be honest with you, I mean, MIG's where it's at for us. We're gonna be doing some MIG welding on this transmission over here. I didn't explain myself good earlier, so let me go ahead and clarify now. This is the ear that's broken off. So obviously we're gonna bolt it up to a bell housing, and we're gonna clean this thing up really good and weld it with some aluminum wire. I do not have a spool gun. I don't know, we may get one. I may talk with Lincoln and we may get us a spool gun, but I don't think I'm gonna be welding enough aluminum to really need one. So you can run aluminum wire down here in your normal feeder. I'm probably gonna go ahead and stay out and film another video tonight. So if you see me with these clothes on in the next video, now you know why. So some really cool topics have been popping up on the Fox Body Facebook groups. And guys, that's where I get a lot of my ideas from for these videos. And hey, if you see me on there, my name's Brutal Vlogs on Facebook. I had to spell it that way, obviously it was different. But if you see me on there, just holler at me, whatever, you know, guys, post up video ideas or whatever you want covered. You know, myself, Foxcast, I mean, all of us guys, we troll around and we try to pick up ideas and see what you guys, you know, kind of what the hot topics are anyway. So big shout out to Lincoln. Thank you so much for sending the welder. That's gonna definitely help out on the channel. Now we've got a nice piece of equipment that we can really use to help with all these cars, because who knows, we might be getting another project. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.